Hey guys, this is your girl Lovely, and I attended the Baltimore Met Gala this weekend. Have you ever walked into a space and you just felt like you could take a deep breath? You felt so connected to what was happening, right? And I feel like that's where we are with art, like the paint, the glass, the feathers, the designs, the artistry, the artists who are smiling, the stress that you feel in it, but watching their collection is just something that makes your heart feel so full. It makes you feel like you're walking into a safe space, especially in this season of stress, burnout, grief, and loneliness. Going to an event like the Baltimore Met Gala can be like a refreshing reprieve from everything that you've gone through. And especially if you are able to attend an event like this, the tickets were like $150 and up, depending on what if you wanted a table, if you were in VIP, different places like that. But for me, what I really enjoyed about the Baltimore Art Gala was community. Community, community, community. I think when we are looking at events in the DMV, especially in the art community, so many of us, we know each other or know of each other, and we're kind of like circling in the same spaces, but we don't always get to see each other because we have our own lives. We have so many other things that's happening. And being able to go to an event like this and watch not only your friends really live and thrive in a space that uplifts them and recharges them, you also are in a space where you get to see other artists kind of blossom and bloom. And you get to see older artists evolve and figure out how they're going to maintain their reign in the art design districts. And I think for me, I always look at how art plays such a powerful role in our mental health and how we can just be more connected to each other in those spaces, and how going to art exhibits, art events, we can look for ways to incorporate, yes, and bring in the positive synergy that we need. It's something about looking at great art structures, kind of sitting back, looking at all of these people come together cohesively to make this event happen. I feel like when you go to something like the Baltimore Art Gallery, you're really looking at the audience. You're looking at your peers, the people around you. You're looking at all of these walking, living, breathing art pieces, right? And whether they had somebody put their outfit together, they put it together themselves, they are a part of the show. You just know that they were there because it fed something in them. And that was something really, really big for me. I am not a person who goes out all the time. And when I do, I'm trying to go to spaces that really fill up my cup and where I can also contribute and fill up another person's cup. Also, getting to connect with people that you normally wouldn't get to see. I think that is such a beautiful thing. Uh, Like, there's something connective about having safe spaces where we get to talk and enjoy and laugh and commiserate and kind of feel each other out, where you can be somebody's safe haven for a couple of hours, where you meet new people and you guys insta bond, or you see old colleagues and you're kind of connecting through that. I think that for me, that is so super huge. But we are allowed to see each other as real people. The art at the Baltimore Met Gala was gorgeous. I love the little sections that they set up for like selfies and where you could do like portrait art. I thought that was amazing. The people who were vendors at the Baltimore Met Gala, they had their station set up. The food was amazing. I didn't get any, but that was because I really wasn't. I'm a dairy-free person, and majority of the time when I go to a place like this, I can't eat anything because the food just isn't, it is not gonna it's not gonna help me have a good night. We don't need that. We don't need that. And being dairy free means really being dairy free and not like kind of dairy ish free. Mm-mm. I've been to set that place on fire. Yes, I would. But People seem to really like the vendors, they like the desserts. I wish that there was more, you received a little bit more for the money that you spent with regards to either you had courtesy water and soda, because that probably would have been a little bit better. But I'm not even sure if that was an option. I feel like most of the people were like, no, that was not an option. Um, or even if you had a little bit more food for the people who were there, it did feel a little disconnected from the people who were on the main floor versus the people who were on the terrace, or maybe the mezzanine and then the terrace. If it just didn't feel as cohesive as it has in years past, and I've gone to all of them except for the first one, and I will say the first one felt so connected. It was absolutely like all of our heartbeats were breathing at the same time. And then last year, it was such a beautiful event. And this year, it didn't feel connected at the very beginning, but at the end, it always feels connected, because once you let the people all mix together, we like live off each other's energy. It just felt like it was a great space to be. But I know so many people, their mental health was healed by going there and being able to connect with like-minded people who really just saw them for the artists that they were, or even just for the people that they were. And I think that that for me is what really helped me enjoy the Baltimore Met Gala. Now, sidebar, my two girlfriends, Darling Nikki the artist and Perspective by Tia, without them, I would not have gone, period. But they are the two souls that help fuel my inner artist. They are the two people who help really make my creative side sing free. And that for me was the main reason why I went there, because I love seeing them happy. I love seeing them find joy. I love seeing them connect with the audience that makes them the most happy. Um, and so definitely I would do it again. No qualms. I'll spend the money to go just to be able to see that. But just being able to be in a space with that many artists and that many people with talent, you could feel the energy throughout the room. And it was us appreciating us. It was people appreciating art. It was art appreciating art. And it was community appreciating community. And for me, I think that that's like a win-win, because in this day and time when we're all stressed out and moving around, and we can lose sight of the bigger picture. And the bigger picture, especially in the art community, is about self-expression. And with that being really taken away from so many spaces, and defunded, it can feel like there's no space to breathe and just be who you are. And this Baltimore Met Gala really just proved that when you can breathe in art, you should breathe in art. And you don't have to pay to do that. There's so many art events happening in the DMV that are no cost, low cost. But just this particular one was just a wonderful way for us to connect and just be, right? And that is something that I love. So, you guys tell me what you loved about the Baltimore Met Gala. I really enjoyed it, and I hope that I can do it again. So, keep yourself good. Remember, we're learning how to articulate our feelings, wants, needs, and desires so that we can better advocate for ourselves and the people that we love. Everything is mental health based, even if you don't feel it. So, I'll talk to you guys soon. Lovely out.